this lighting, I know it's not the best or the best angle. My nails look a mess. They are a hot mess. We were supposed to go to the nail salon on Sunday to get our nails done, me, Daryl, and Amaya. But they did not have any appointments because I had called the day before, like earlier in the day. So I was just thinking, okay, I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and go to the nail salon that I don't really prefer. But then later on in the day, Daryl says, let's take Azari to Storybook Land. And I'm like, tomorrow, Sunday? He's like, yeah, let's take her to Storybook Land. So he popped it up on the screen, showed her, and she's like, yeah. So of course, Gigi couldn't get her nails done because it was just more important to take her to Storybook Land, take her to have some fun. So I've been running around here, busted, disgusted, raggedy, everything, just crazy. So I called him today while I was at work, and I said, babe, you want me to make us nail appointments and pedicure appointments for Sunday? And he said, yeah, you could do that. So we have appointments to get our nails and feet done on Sunday, me, him, and Amaya. And Dad splurges, and he gets us the deluxe, honey. So the deluxe. So I made us appointments for 3 pedicures, 1 refill, acrylic refill, 1 new full set, and him just a manicure. Because Amaya is getting her senior pictures on Monday, so we want her to be cute. But right now I'm about to pull up, and I'm actually gonna go in this house and cook dinner. I'm gonna go in the house and cook. Yeah, but I see my husband's home, and he may have already started dinner. I don't know. I'm just gonna make some barbecue chicken. It's like the Jack Daniels. It's already in the pack. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to make. I'm going to make some coleslaw to go with it, some fries, and that's going to be our dinner. I have never made coleslaw before, and I only like coleslaw with barbecue. So I brought some slaw mix and the slaw mixture. So I'm going to do that and just season it to taste. My old co-workers, Marilyn and Cindy, they actually had this fabulous recipe for coleslaw, but I can't find it. I just searched my email and I can't find it. I'm gonna have to email her tomorrow and get her to send it to me again. But yeah, today's only Thursday. I'm glad it's the end of the day. I was late for work this morning because the other day I had turned my alarm off and forgot to turn it back on. And to make matters worse, I got a call at 2 o'clock in the morning from a no caller ID. So I thought it was my son because he was out at the HBCU concert. Rick Ross, Maya, some other folks, his friend performed, so he was there. So, you know, my phone rings at 2 o'clock in the morning. My heart like literally lurched into my stomach because I was like, what the hell? But basically it was some idiot telling me that he was my stepson and that he wants to have a relationship with me. I had to say, boy, bye, get off my damn phone. And I hung up. So that disturbed my sleep, so I wasn't able to go back to sleep as quickly because my heart was still racing and stuff. So I woke up 5:30 thanks to Maya. I made it to work by 7:15. I'm supposed to be there at 7. My boss wasn't happy because apparently my other coworker had texted her too that she was running late, but she got there much later than me. But shit happens. Life happens. If I was at transportation, I wouldn't have to worry about it. I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna be late or I'm not coming in, and it would be no problem. But I don't work in that type of environment anymore. I actually work where people are dependent on me coming to work. I really didn't think this through. I didn't think it through. But the best thing is, and I'm gonna, one of the reasons I keep saying that I wanted to return to working in a school, let me turn this off. One of the reasons why I wanted to return to a school was because of the children. Some of our children are so lost and so needy and have different needs in different ways, and it doesn't help that the parents aren't being attentive to their children's emotional needs. Like, I get students that come to me, they confide to me, they talk to me, and I always try to give them positivity, sometimes tough love, because they need to hear that. And they need to hear that they're beautiful, they're handsome, they're wonderful, they're smart, that they got this, they can tackle the day. If they, they come in and they're looking a little sad, and I'm like, hey, good morning, how are you? How was your night? Blah, blah, blah. And they go, oh, well, it wasn't so good, and this is what happened. So then we could talk that out, or I can get them in with one of the counselors to help them. Or, just by me saying, good morning, have a good day. Oh, thank you. So I do love that part of the job where you can try to instill different things in the children. They're high school kids, but sometimes it's not too late to get them to change. And if they're a child that wreaks havoc, because I'm not gonna lie, if some of you all knew what happened in schools, really knew, and you'd be like, what the hell? I'm not sending my child back to school. But that's your option: homeschool or send them to private school. But listen, stuff happens in private schools too. Whew, sometimes a lot worse. But yeah, so it's really like touching my spirit, my heart, when I know that I'm making a positive impact in a child's life. But the foolery of today is that somebody tried to bamboozle me with a fake lease. Whole lease, you could tell, was typed, different fonts here, there, but where it said dear, it wasn't even a lease, it was a rent increase letter. But where it said dear, you could see where they crossed, like they must have whited out the person's name, and they hand wrote the person's name. And then you made your rent. Oh my God. They said, basically they messed up, and they just said their rent was $10,800 a month. They had the commas in the wrong place, extra zeros. And then where it said signature, the property manager there was no signature. And I looked up the company for this real estate company, and it doesn't exist. And it doesn't help. They gave us an address right down the street. So I'm going to ride by there tomorrow. Even though I already told her, I said, again, I need the front page of the lease and the last page. You keep coming to me with some bullshit. We've been going through this for over almost a month, where I keep telling you what I need, and then you won't give me what I need. But then when I tell you, listen, I'm trying to complete this, but you're not giving me what I need, and then you come with some bullshit. Like, sis, y'all didn't even make this look real. I can't in good conscience accept it. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know there are people that lie about their addresses and where they live, but if all their stuff lines up and it's in a row, I can't really question it. But when you're blatantly putting some bullshit in my face, it will come back on me that I didn't do my due diligence. So it definitely would come back on me. It's like the ones that probably slip through the cracks are the ones that's gonna F up the most and cause a major issue, and they're gonna pull the phone and go, who the hell registered this student? Crystal. So yeah. I have some story times for y'all about working in the school. I don't know, just some stories. I might even give you guys a day in the life of a school secretary, or a week in a life, because each day is so different. But I know my family wants me to get my ass in here and start cooking. They're all excited, but a part of me is hoping that when I get in here that my husband has already started dinner. That's what my hope is, that since he says I don't cook either. And my husband has started his treatments for his prostate cancer. Everything is going well. He's doing the cyber knife. So everything so far is going well. With that, he has 2 more to go to next week. No, one tomorrow and then one on Tuesday. So he's doing well with that, thank God. So I guess I better go in here and cook because he's had a rough week getting all this stuff done. And I'm going to show you all while I'm cooking. And just remember, my nails are raggedy. I don't need nobody talking mess in the comments. This one, I didn't break it. I cut it with the nail file. I'm going to get started by cooking the fries in the air fryer, even though I really want to deep fry them so bad. Here is the Jack Daniel's pulled chicken. Warning, warning, this sauce is very, very sweet. You would definitely have to spice it up if you don't like it being sweet. I picked up some potato rolls so I could toast them. There's my little coleslaw kit. My first time ever buying this kit. Showing you this ranch dressing that I should have left in the store. I'll explain about that at the end of the video. So I cooked it. I chose the option to cook it in the microwave for 3 minutes. You could also do it in the oven, but I chose the microwave. That's what it looks like out of the pack. And now it's time to make the coleslaw. I did rinse off my coleslaw. That's me draining the water off of it. And I will admit, I did add too much of this. I didn't use what came in the bag. I added a little bit too much and I had to drain some of it off. But you see all that seasoning in there? I did add some onions up in there, some black pepper, salt, onion powder, and garlic powder. Just to, give it a little bit more seasoning. It doesn't look too wet here, but it definitely was too wet. That's why I had to drain some of it off. I think this is after I drained it and I added more seasoning. It's like they say, don't stop seasoning until the ancestors say stop. And here's this Kerrygold butter that everybody talks about. So I wanted to give it a try. I guess it was okay. I mean, it tastes like butter to me. I have to try it with something else. So I'm about to make my plate, and while I was making this dinner, I was kind of pissed off because I had asked both of my daughters to get the kitchen cleaned up before I came home, and neither one of them did it. They kind of straight ignored my message. So I was not in the best of mood while I was cooking this, and I didn't tell them that dinner was ready. My husband was asleep on the couch, so I wasn't going to bother him. But I wasn't going to go tell them that dinner was ready after they blatantly ignored my message about doing those little bit of dishes in the sink and getting the kitchen clean. So, yeah, I should have left that ranch at the store. But overall, I really enjoyed it. And you're going to see how much I enjoyed it at the end. Thank you all so much for watching, and please subscribe.